Hey, I'm Dr. Jan Kupec. I'm a geotechnical engineer, chartered, and for the last 16 years I've been living in New Zealand, and for the last 10 years I've been extensively working on earthquake recovery projects. Like many others, I was directly caught up in the earthquake. I was in Christchurch with a whole number of engineers waiting in the fourth story of the high-rise building, and the moment it started, it was, oh no, there is another earthquake, but it started to get worse and worse. It's almost like a grenade exploding in the basement. The entire building shook, and the best way I describe it, when you crush concrete, there's a very distinct cracking sound. But if you hear it at about 80 decibels all around in the building you're in, it's very uncomfortable. Then was the immediate, let's get out of this building. I ran out, and I was then caught up in the whole post-disaster scenario with buildings all collapsing, people screaming, and general dust clouds waffling through the entire town. I've been previously trained with urban search and rescue. The training kicked in and very quickly recovered my car. But had all the rescue gear already there. I kept it there since the September earthquake, and then did some patrolling of the inner city, helping with evacuations. And then within the next 45 minutes I found myself on top of the press building, which collapsed, and we climbed up there with another engineer and then actually started to dig through the debris to help people. Later on, there was an aftershock, and an entire staircase collapsed out, and we were trapped on the roof till someone came with a crane and actually helped us and some of the survivors down. So that was my first couple of hours. Then I spent the next 18 hours in the Pine Gold and Guinness building as part of the urban search and rescue team, digging through and looking for people. And afterwards, the next 3 weeks, I spent in the Port Hills on search and rescue and body recovery. Then I had a break for going for 3 weeks to Japan, assisting them as part of their tsunami response with urban search and rescue. And upon my return, I started with this new organization called the Canterbury Earthquake Recovery Authority, looking how we can actually help people and the community to actually recover faster. Volunteering to go to Japan was actually not even a decision I made. It was, of course I'm coming, because when we had our moment of need, they came. They spent 3 weeks at our place, helping us in our assessments and our recovery. So it was natural that we extending the same notion, and if they asked for help, obviously we came. And for me, the experience in Japan was quite eye-opening. I've been chasing disasters since 1995 in my entire career, but seeing Japan being run over by a tsunami was a complete, utter devastation. Scale and magnitude, it was on a different level. However, when you step out of the area that tsunamis run into, the country was essentially undamaged. And we always understood that Japan has a much more stringent seismic code, and the way they build infrastructure was a lot more rigorous. So a lot of the experience that we've seen in Japan, we took over, and we're actually establishing our infrastructure in a similar manner. Like the Christchurch earthquake was almost like a catalyst in the engineering community, certainly structural and geotechnical engineering. The engineering community came together and we established best practice guidelines that are now de facto the code or codification of how we build, how we design.